Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you a soap that I have been working on all week. This video is going to be a little bit different because I'm going to show you the end results in the middle of this video instead of the end. So first, I am mixing up my batch of soap, and this is scented in black raspberry vanilla. It was really important to me that I used a fragrance that I knew was going to behave well in the soap. I didn't want to have to go through all of this work and then have the fragrance mess it all up. So after I mixed up my red batch of soap, I poured it into my molds, and then I placed these embeds inside of the red soap, and then I covered up the embeds with more red soap. I then smoothed out the top and then placed some orange embeds on top of the red soap. I then needed this soap to set up before I could continue on to the next step. So I just set this soap aside for the next 12 to 16 hours. The next day it was time to unmold and cut this soap. So I cut my soap into bars, but I'm not going to show you what they look like quite yet. I had to stamp the bars, and then I added some frosting on top of the bars and then a couple other embellishments. And don't worry, I will go back in this video and show you all the steps that I took to create this soap. But are you ready to see the final result of this soap? I actually had to take this one outside so you could get the full effect. And here you have it. This is my Elmo soap. In case you don't know about Elmo, he has a pet goldfish, and her name is Dorothy. So this soap has Dorothy in her fishbowl in the center of the soap. I stamped it with Elmo, and then Elmo's eyes and nose are at the top of the soap, and of course his red fur. So going backwards now into the making of this soap, these were my embeds that I created. First I had to create the goldfish embeds, and then once they had set, I had to put those goldfish into another larger round mold, and then I poured some clear soap around those embeds. So the clear soap is actually the fishbowl. So going back to the cutting of the soap, I had to cut these using my single bar cutter because the embeds inside would have broken the wires to my multi-bar cutter. But this is what they looked like after I had cut them. And then I had to finish cutting both loaves. And this method of cutting soap really takes a lot longer, but it had to be done this way. And here is where I stamped my soap with Elmo. And this was my very first finished Elmo bar. And here is what they all look like. These Elmo soaps will be included in my release tonight, August 12th. At 6 p.m. Eastern Time. They will show us out of stock until 6 p.m. tonight. So I have 3 new soaps that are being released tonight at 6 p.m. I have these Elmo soaps, I have the It themed soap, and my Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown soap. So I hope you guys love these Elmo soaps, and thank you so much for watching.